Alright
guys, welcome to another tutorial. We're going to do the $1 billion setup. This is going to make billions. So either you can use, we're going to use way up high upgraders. You're going to need a lot of money for this, maybe 100 billion or so. You could always use these, but these have a more value to them, and they're smaller and more efficient. These are faster though. They also don't accept bigger ores, otherwise they light on fire, so these are way better. But you're probably wondering how to actually use them. So this gets it up to 7K. And again, you can always replace this with way up high upgraders, but what we want to do, I'm sorry that I'm ignoring these people, but I'm kind of busy right now. So we're going to go ahead and put that right there, and then we're just going to put a bunch of way up. This guy needs to move, otherwise got him stuck.
Get wrecked.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's funny because I just freaking got MLG Storm stuck in the thing. So do the math with this. This is 55% each time. So it's going to go up to 7K to 10K, 15K, 20K, and so on. So just put a bunch of those down, and then we're going to curve it right here. Obviously put some shields down. So to do my corners, if you watched the last tutorial, use unstables if you have enough points. These are extremely useful. Ooh, that's okay. We're good. We're not going to need wait. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna need to put some shields down because one of them did fall off. It was only one though, so whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead, go all the way over here. Sorry if the server's really lagging and it's kind of interfering with the video and how good the quality is. Okay, we're gonna put in the walls later, but just go ahead and put down another ramp. You can always put a ramp down here, but it's unnecessary since it can just drop by itself, and there's usually very little air. Every once in a while there is though. So I'm gonna go ahead and find my ramp wherever that thing is. Oh, I hate that scroll bar, it's really buggy. So we're just gonna go ahead and put a bunch of these down again. Is that the right way? Yes it is. Okay. Oh, another issue with this system is that you are, holy crap, is, since we are using a ramp, it's going to clog easily because it narrows it down. So you probably want to get, the ore destroyer, which is in the orange section. Scroll up, or pulsar, go ahead and buy that, and place one down, and just clean that up, and just put up, less miners in general. I am using uranium, and that gets it up to 1,000 from the, or like 2 to 3K from the magnifiers, and it gets it up to 7K, and then this will bring it up to 4 million if we have enough, which we should. And again, if you need money to do this, I just recommend getting some cell furnaces and just make money from there, because these conveyor systems take up a lot of space and are really expensive. There's really no need to use Opal for this, by the way. Okay. So now what we do next is we need to get some, which these are 140 billion a piece. If you can afford them, go ahead and get them. Digital ore cleaners is extremely useful. They're slow, but they bring your ore value up to 100 million by 60% each time. So I think we used 6 of them last time to get them up to 100 million. I believe that was right. We're going to go ahead and use like 8 or something like that. These are really huge, so make sure you have enough room. That's why I'm spacing out my corners a lot. That way we have enough room. So I'm going to go ahead and get my unstables out again, and just make a corner, and then we'll continue on. Alright, so now that we're done doing that corner, we're going to go... Jesus. We're going to go ahead and attach a couple more of these. Again, do the math, guys. Get a calculator out, times whatever percent, which is like, if this was 60%, you could do times 1.6, and again, that's clogging, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of some more miners. That does naturally happen because of the ramp. Alright, so that should bring it up to 100 million by now, and next, if you can't afford these, which we're not going to use these because these are in the trillions, really, really expensive, but if you do perhaps use these, actually no, we're not going to use them. I'll make that for the $1 trillion setup next, which is going to be after this. Alright, so next, what we're going to need to do is, if you have any game passes, I recommend using those. By now, the rainbow upgraders are completely useless because they go up to 100 million, and these digital ores are way better because they're 60%, and they'll go up to 1 million themselves. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to make a portable upgrader line, and that should bring it up to about 500 million, and these portable upgraders have no limit. So we're going to use military conveyors. These are really cheap, 7.5k a piece. They're plus 50%. I guess you could use unstables too, which are plus 100%, but
they're unstable.
It doesn't really matter though because they're going in one direction. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put some militaries down here and then put down our portables. Alright, so we got some more militaries to put down, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the portables. I recommend just putting conveyors down first, otherwise you're gonna have to go back and forth, which I see people do all the time, and they're just wasting their time, honestly. So go ahead and do this. You're going to need room for 30 portables. There should be enough, but we can always expand it later. So I'm going to go ahead and go down the portables. Again, these are 70 million a piece. They aren't that expensive, especially if you're creating a $1 billion setup. You should have this budget already. This is doing tutorials. I'm going to go ahead and type to that guy real quick. Alright. So go ahead and put these down, and put them side to side as well on the other side. That way you can get the most out of your space. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll be back. Alright guys, if you can get this, we just finished our line. This is a total of 30 portables. Again, it takes up a lot of space. But go ahead and get an advanced ore scanner. If you can't afford digital ore cleaners, you probably can't afford this. It's only 3 times more. So advanced ore scanner, go ahead and put that down. This will triple the value, I believe, with no limit. It can only be scanned once though, so it's kind of up to you what to do with that. Okay, so next, if you have any game passes, go ahead and put those down. So pineapple refiner plus 100%, and then my Twitch upgrader plus 60%, and again, this does stack with no limit. Or lunar upgraders, you can get those if you have a ton of points under the blue section. I think it requires 40k points, but again, most people don't have access to those, so I'm not going to include it. Next, you want to set up your furnace if you can. I assume you can, because dude, shut up. Okay.
Sorry.
So go ahead and get a heavily forged. Since this is only a couple billion, go ahead and get that. And go ahead and place this down. I'm going to go ahead and find it. This will times 5 your value. It is absolutely massive though. So it does work really well though. And let's see what money we're making right now. Again, this keeps clogging. Oh, another suggestion to you guys, go ahead and use diamond miners here. You can also use remotes if you want. Those will make about the same amount of money, and they're a bit faster, and they're smaller, and they won't clog this as much. They still can though. We're going to go ahead and get rid of some of these, just so production slows down and it won't clog the thing as much. So again, you can use opals here, but that means you want to go down to 2 magnifiers as well. Again, you can change the setup to whatever your preferences are. This... Oh yeah, I forgot to add shields over here. So go ahead and shield your unstables if you can get those, otherwise just use standard corners. So for shields, I just use raised shielded conveyors. These are only 13k a piece. Obviously not very expensive. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this. Put those right there. And there we are. We have a pretty decent setup now. And we also need some unstables or shields over here. Obviously they're not going fast though. They're going pretty slow, so actually we don't need them over there. So this current setup, if it's flowing pretty decently, obviously it is right now, it's going to make you around 4 billion to 30 billion a second. And if your production's better than mine, it can maybe make 50 to 100 billion. So I hope this helps you out, guys. And pretty soon you can move on to the trillions, especially, and get a sacrificial altar. You can even get sacrificial cells to help you make more money. And I'll make a $1 trillion setup and go ahead and get cursed ore purifiers, which this is going to eliminate that whole side over there and replace it with this. Go ahead and get these Fear and Blast upgraders and just move this ahead. And that'll be it, guys. There's people calling me right now. Sorry about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, leave some comments, and go ahead and join my new Roblox group. I just recently created that as well. So let me know what you guys think about this, and help people out in the comments if they need it as well, or if you got any better ideas to make this even better. But make sure to take the tips into consideration. Again, change the design up if you want. This is overall a very great design for making billions fast. It's expensive, and you are going to need a couple trillion for your budget. But again, you can upgrade this as you go along too. You don't necessarily need trillions. You can just start off with maybe 200 billion and just upgrade from there. And again, you don't need these digital ore scanners if you can't afford them. Just eliminate that and just go with this. You can still make billions, but not as fast. And you can build up billions to get these later on. So again, always upgrade if you can't afford things, and just keep on moving on. You can also use cells. Again, I'm being harassed by a bunch of people right now, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's a lot of information. I hope you guys understood it pretty well. And let me know if you have any questions. See you guys later, and peace out. Make sure to check out my other stuff too.